You want to make sure that the pointy side's pointed out, which in this case both sides are pointy, so it doesn't really matter. Then we're going to take this piece right here and we're going to shove it in there like so. Oops, come on, doesn't want to cooperate. Even with the tool it makes it difficult sometimes. Alright, so I got it shoved in there, and as I've got it shoved in there, now I'm going to turn it down like that so that hole is no longer open. And essentially what you have right now is you have this piece right here holding that spring and that detent pin in place. If I were to pull this out, that spring would uncompress and it would shoot the detent pin into oblivion, and surely I would never find it again, because that's the way those things work. Now I've got my takedown pin that I'm going to, and make sure the one that you get on the front is the one with the slotted head on it, because you'll notice right here it's going to have to sit flush with that. But essentially what I'm going to do in this case is I'm just going to push this one out, the tool out, as I'm sliding the detent pin in, and there it goes. It's trying to get away from me already. Whoop, see? And sometimes even with the tool, it takes a couple of tries. And of course, especially since you're trying to post a video, because it never happens the first time when you're trying to post a video. So again, I'll turn it sideways like I did before, and try to feed one out while I'm feeding the other one in. There we go. And then you want to slide it forward until you hear that click. I don't know, I hope everybody heard it. Now this takedown pin is ready. It's sitting in place, and what that does is it keeps that detent, or this takedown pin has a little bit of a groove in it that detent pin slides into, and that spring pushes it forward. So it's locked in this position right here, and it doesn't take much effort, but you can push it in, and now whenever you slide it all the way in, that detent pin will do the same thing and hold it in place. But we're going to slide it back out like that for now, because we're not ready to attach it to an upper. So what we have left over at this point, and I will get the parts here for you. What we have left over at this point is we have our buffer tube retainer, we have our spring and detent pin for the back takedown pin, and essentially you need to be putting on the stock and the buffer tube in order to make these parts finish out. So generally speaking, what I do is unless I'm ready to keep on going, I will do like I did on this group right here, and I will just place these parts back into a little baggie until I am prepared to actually put the buffer tube on, because you want to make sure you don't lose any parts. And I was scared just then because I didn't see the detent pin in there, but it's there. So anyway, I know it wasn't perfect, but I hope you learned something today. All the parts here you can get, with the exception of the lower receiver, off my website at www.tarpandgunnery.com. Pretty good prices on there, so I sure appreciate anybody who's wanting to do this. It's super fun. And then the fun thing is whenever you get done with a project like this, I actually do have one that I've already finished over here. This is a one that I built from scratch, and it's fun to shoot because not only obviously shooting's fun, but it's something that you built, and it's something that you can go out and enjoy and know that you know, there's a little bit more gratification in it when you've done it yourself. But anyway, my first video. Hopefully we'll get to come back and post some more to finish out these guns and show you guys what it's like to finish out a build, and who knows, even go out and do some shooting. But anyway, from down here in Port Charlotte, Florida, appreciate you guys, and y'all take care.